All right, we're official now. You can do whatever you want, just don't exit out of the recording. All right, welcome back, everybody. Remember, I'm teaching from back here. I know the computers are in front of you, but the handsome gentleman leading the class is over here. By that, I don't mean Daryl. The other handsome gentleman's over there. Don't worry about the keyboard. We're not using the computer much. But Daryl can get that for you as things go. I want everybody to pull out the problem-solving exercise from last time. You all finished it, right? Okay, that was the homework. That was the thing to finish. If you didn't get it, that's different. Now, if you tried and failed, that's cool. I just want to make sure that you put in the time.
Close the door so one might run.
Yeah, I believe you'll find escape is quite
I think by the
impossible.
4th or 5th session, you better watch me.
Let's. I don't want to spend all day on the problem-solving thing. I think most of these were actually fairly simple problems once you boiled it down to here are the numbers we had to add or subtract or multiply. Was that a phantom buzz in my? It was. Every now and then I imagine that my cell phone is going off. Let's go from number 1 right in the first page, and let's see what we have. We'll go through this pretty fast, but if there's anything where you have a question or say, hold on, we'll stop and we'll hold on. So number 1, and I'll let you all read this down also. Ms. Davis needs how many meters of fence? Who said 180?
180 meters.
180. Yeah, the first 2 lines here, they're setting up the information.
Number 1.
There you go. So that Ms. Davis needs 180 meters of fence. That's what it says right up in the problem. How many does she have?
95.
Beautiful. So how many more does she need?
85.
I think I put it in your box. 85? It sounds good to me. I really hope I put it in your box. If it's not there, let me know, because then it's sitting on my desk. Okay, Aaron knows the name. Number 2, Aaron knows the names of how many students?
128.
128. How many are girls?
79.
And then how many are boys?
49.
All right, little subtraction there, huh? I think this whole page is subtraction. I don't want to give that away.
Yeah, it is.
How many kilometers long is their trip?
162.
62. They've gone how many kilometers?
84.
84.
And how many left to go?
88.
78.
Oh, I heard a couple answers. there.
88.
I like 88. 78, I mean. I'm sorry, I like 78.
You know what? I got 78, but I wrote 88 in the slot. I'm sorry.
78 RPMs, that's what they say. Have you noticed? Well, let's do one more, and then I'll do a have you noticed. Ian's birthday. It is how many days? I'm sorry, Karen's birthday is how many days after Ian's?
97.
97. I like it. And then how many stamps did Mr. Darter get?
47.
47 at the other store. The thing I like about these problems is not that they're hard. I think you all know how to subtract, or at least you know how to push the buttons on the calculator to do the subtraction. And I'm happy either way. If you don't know how to subtract, fine with me. That's what the calculator's for. But the thing I like about these problems is that they lead you a little bit through those 5 problem-solving steps.
Yeah, they do.
Remember, step number 2 in problem-solving steps is to find the information you need. And those little extra blanks kind of force you to find that information and show it right there. Let's turn the page.
Where's my page?
Hank Aaron hit how many home runs?
755.
755. How many did Babe Ruth hit?
714.
And how did they make more movies about Babe Ruth? I ask. Hank Aaron hit how many more? 41? Sounds good to me. Remember, if any of these don't quite make sense or you have a question, stop me. Stop this freight train. Did you find it, Ella? All right.
This paper here, Chris. think it's the one to.
That was from the
Going
morning
to one of y'all
class.
teachers.
Morning class.
Must be from Advanced Computers. I'll put it on the side. Charlie can have it, or Marie. Okay, how many seats does the train have, number 2? 850. How many seats are empty?
317.
I wish. This morning it was standing room only. And how many people are therefore seated?
533.
533. All right.
What page you on?
2.
It's the back of the
One
first
behind
page.
the first two.
I think that's it. The page numbers at the
Oh, I
bottom of
see
this
it
are
right now.
useless.
You said that answer was what?
533.
533? There are 533 people seated. And that
Oh,
was,
how did I get 7?
it was 850 minus 317.
I got the 5. I did it again. I wrote the one.
Oh, you had it on the right side and then you wrote it in a different one? You know, the most common mistake that people tend to make on these is that they write the answer on the wrong line.
Yeah.
Not that they
That's
don't
what
find
my
the
people
answer. How high is the Hoover Dam?
726.
6, yeah.
726 feet high.
How high is the Folsom Dam?
340.
340 feet high.
So how much higher is the Hoover Dam than the Folsom Dam?
386.
86
All right.
feet high.
I just said the word dam 4 times in a row. Don't tell Janet, I'll be in trouble.
Amsterdam, damn.
Hey, I know that song. Number 4. How many passes were not caught?
109.
109.
109? Now, I don't know much about football. Is that good or bad?
That's
That's bad.
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 That's bad, okay.
Out of
Well, this guy,
247.
like more than half of his passes are being caught.
That's bad. We'll catch them all.
that's low.
I blame the receiver, not the quarterback. A meeting room can hold 443 people. There are 268 people there. How many more people can it hold?
175.
175. All right. Let's turn the page. On the next page, number 1 is Caitlin's mother.
Bought a dress.
Dress and a blouse. How much altogether?
$40.62.
Okay. So I'm curious, who's using a calculator to do these?
Not me.
Not me. I'm just using my head.
Whoa. Okay.
I counted backwards.
When we get down to number 4, it gets a little goofy. Find the
That's how you
total
do it,
cost. Let's see what people have on this one. The total cost of the basketball, baseball, and football. What does somebody have?
I had $51 and
$51.72.
yeah.
I hear a lot of people saying 51 cents.
I got 51.62. 51.62
$51.62.
cents. That's what it is.
I think it should be 72.
72 cents.
72 cents.
70. How you get 7? 15. And 69 is.
He's
Wait,
got
do that one.
51.72.
I just realized there's no markers.
51.72.
Here's one.
9 and 8. Oh, I see. 9 and 8 is 17. You put this 7. Okay.
1869,
I got it lined up wrong.
805, 24.9. Here's where a calculator could be helpful. If we do it the old-fashioned way, there's a lot of room to miss carrying a number or things like that.
Oh, that's a 2.
Carry the 2. Maybe that was the problem.
72.
It was so easy.
This one's 15.
That doesn't look right. 8 and 8.
Oh, that's what I did. I carried
Oh, we carried the
1.
1, right.
I carried the 1 instead of the 2. I
We
see.
carried the 2.
51.72.
So this is what happens when I do
See,
it the
we told
old
you.
I believed you. But there was enough dissension in the ranks.
Oh, I thought
I carried the 1
I thought you
instead.
said we did it wrong.
Sorry?
I thought you said we did it wrong.
If you said 5162, you might have just missed carrying one of the ones up there.
No, I got 72.
72.
I got 51.72.
Okay. Next one, number 3. How much more does Jeremy have than Landon?
75 cents more.
75 cents more.
Oh,
I want to
I see.
write this one up here because I know people write these answers a couple different ways, and I want to tell you
Yeah, because I
Chris
just wrote,
Hyson
I
approved.
wrote it at $75 instead of.
I made 4 quarters twice.
4 quarters twice. That's $2.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, that's sure enough is.
No, I mean 4 quarters once.
Oh, so when you were figuring it out?
Yeah, then 4
Okay.
quarters once, then 4 quarters again, and then 2 quarters.
I like that. And then you were able to just take off the quarters and,
Yeah.
and get your answer. Acceptable ways to write this answer. Here's one way.
0.75.
That's 75 cents.
But did you really need the zero?
Aha.
Yes.
This is also acceptable. You don't need the zero.
That's
Okay.
zero.
Good. If you have it there, it's fine. And another way, you like that little cent sign?
Oh,
That's
okay.
why I
Put it
did.
over there.
That's what I did.
The mistakes that I see people making is they like to put the cent sign somewhere else or the dollar sign somewhere else, or they like to put a dot in front of it. But now that's not 75 cents anymore. That's 3/4 of a cent. That's too little. So those are all good with me.
Okay. Moving on.
Moving on. What's next?
The bad.
Oh, in problem 2, this is here's a hard one. How
That was
much
not-
more does the basketball cost than the baseball?
$6.
$10.64.
That sounds right to me.
Yeah.
What?
Ah, I heard of what?
What?
The
First part was
basketball.
I got 11.64.
I don't know how.
805.
Well, here's the basketball
And the football. I mean the baseball.
and the baseball. Well, the calculator would do it for us. I know that much.
4,
But we
6.
could also subtract it out the old way to get
Yeah,
1064.
Oh.
Just took the 8 from the 18.
So it was 10.
And how about the football versus the basketball?
It was 629.
629.
629.
629.
Sounds like 629 is the popular answer. Okay. Again, the calculator is a great tool. These little ones where people are off by like 10 cents, my guess is using the calculator that wouldn't happen. What did I say? There we go. I get 629. Number 5, Alexandra saved a bunch of money. How much did she save?
$7.15.
15 cents.
$7.15?
Yeah.
Sounds good to me. Just add all those up. This page is a little nicer than some of the others because at least it mixes up adding and subtracting. They're not all the same. Mr. Lewis paid a bunch of money. How much was his bill?
$5.77.
$5.77.
$577?
537.
I didn't
I
care.
got 552.
It's 577.
Yeah. That's what I got.
Yeah, I say 577.
Not that long.
And here's the funny thing about this. Since when do they charge you tax on potatoes?
They don't.
Just saying.
That's what it threw me off, but then I said, well, I'm just going to add it up. They said, do it.
This must be in some other state. It's not here.
Yeah.
Number 7,
27
cute little
cents.
Tyler. He wants a 95-cent whistle.
27 cents.
27 cents more.
27 cents. And again, this is one where you could write
What did you say?
27 cents with a cent sign. Or you could do 27 cents with a dollar sign in front of it with a
Yeah.
decimal point.
But wouldn't that make it $27? No.
No, there's a dot there.
I see
You have
it.
that
I
decimal
see the
point,
dot.
you're okay. Let's turn the page. We're going to go through this quickly. Then we'll get to the fun stuff. Okay, Ms. Ramos is buying a car, which costs how much?
$3,165. And he paid.
0 cents. How much did she pay?
She paid $875.
$875.
How much is she still owe?
2,290.
$2,290?
Yes.
I got $871 and so kind of $835. That's what I got.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
I think maybe you might have bumped a decimal point when you were typing it. Did you use a calculator for that?
Mm-hmm.
You might have bumped an accidental decimal point there.
Yeah.
Calculators aren't perfect as long as people using them are. None of us are perfect.
I know.
So what was the number again?
$2,290.
I like it.
Yeah.
Mount Whitney, 4,418
18 feet.
meters.
Meters.
I got
Let-
2,249.
Davis is 979. How much higher is Whitney?
3,439
meters. Of meters.
Wow,
3,439.
3,439
meters.
meters. I want to go off on
Now,
a tangent. Oh, who's lost?
I'm lost.
Are you lost in which one we're doing or how we did that one?
The one that you're doing.
So what was the answer for that one?
3,000.
The Mount Whitney one?
Yes.
3,004.
439.
Okay. So, Mount Whitney, this is Mount Whitney.
Already had.
4,418 meters tall. There's Mount Davis. That's 979 meters tall. They are saying, what are they saying? How much higher?
Hello?
That's-
No, I mean,
There you go. How much higher is Mount Whitney than Mount Davis?
They might not do that.
3,439.
How do you get
They
that?
went to my point.
Yeah.
I think I subtracted.
Subtract? Subtract? Yes. There's nothing wrong with drawing pictures, by the way.
18.
They don't even have to be good pictures.
That's a
Although
mountain?
this could be
That's a
hanging in
mountain.
the Museum of Art.
That's,
I have my doubts.
Gotta put some snow on it.
I wanted to go off on a little tangent here for a second. In some problems that you see, you'll see things like kilometers and meters and centimeters. And these are things I think we're not usually used to dealing with. And some people panic when they see that and say, oh my gosh, I could never convert that. I don't know how many liters is in a gallon of gas. I don't know how many meters is in a mile. Who knows that kind of stuff? Guess what? No need to panic. A meter's about that long. There you go. So a meter is like about as long as a yard. And all they're saying is that's how tall the mountain is. They're not telling you to figure out how many feet it is then. Same thing with the trip that was like 800 kilometers long. They're not telling you to figure out how many miles that is. They're just telling you that's how long it is. Kilometer is, I don't know, it's about a half a mile.
It's 7 blocks.
It's 7 blocks? Wow. Okay. Which blocks though? New York blocks or Philadelphia blocks?
7 blocks.
Okay.
That's what we learned in service. So I wanted 7 blocks.
Okay. Now some of these, the metric system, we actually do use it for some things that you don't even think about. Anyone here ever drink soda? It comes in liter bottles, right?
right.
1 liter, 2 liter, 3 liter?
3 liter.
I don't know why. They sell soda by liters. They sell milk by quarts and gallons. That's just the way they do it.
Are they still teaching the metric system?
They are, yeah. The nice thing about the metric system, I have to say, is that if you teach it when kids are little, it's so easy. Because everything is like 10, 100, or 1,000. It makes math really easy.
You gotta get a
Say-
whole new tool set for that though. You got open that
Well,
wrench.
if you're using that, yes. But as far as like doing math and doing computations, it's so much easier. I mean, can you imagine how hard it is to say there's 12 inches in a foot, there's 5,280 feet in a mile? Who decided that? Where did that number come from? How many acres are in a square mile? I don't know. 16 ounces in a pound. There's weird stuff. But we actually, especially for a lot of things that are science related, you do see the metric system. Anyone ever have to take a certain number of milligrams of medication?
Yeah.
Right? So it comes up. It happens. But the pharmacist never says, all right, change these milligrams into pounds or ounces.
Oh,
Sorry, I need to borrow the chair.
Oh, I don't know whose phone it is, but.
I'm trying to be.
Thanks, sorry guys, didn't mean to interrupt.
So you don't have to worry about converting one thing to another. I say just work with what you have. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like you're not trying to change liters of Coca-Cola into quarts of Coca-Cola. You're not trying to change milligrams of medication into ounces of medication. We don't have to do that. And in my math class, at least, I'm not going to make you convert anything like that.
I like doing that. That's my type of
Should
man.
we have
Oh, I'm sorry to disappoint you.
should we have some kind of knowledge of conversion? I know there's little pamphlets, there's little leaflets.
There are all sorts of little conversions that you can find. You'll find them online. They come inside checkbooks and calculators. But I contend, how often in an average day of work do I have to convert anything? The answer is never. Now, I also don't have to worry about how high mountains are, but I do have to subtract and add numbers, so there's something going
I'm
forward
saying
there.
something else.
These are two different answers. This is for this one. This one is for
I'm saying for this one.
Next up, where are we? Number 3 on that page. 1,156 students enrolled, 219 absent. How many are present?
37.
937.
Wait a minute. We're on number 3, right?
Yeah.
937.
937.
937 students.
937,
I got 217.
Students.
217.
I got 217 too.
Yeah.
So you must have both, because your answer's not right. You must have both done the same wrong thing. That's really neat. I wonder how you would get that.
You don't get 6 students. Taking away 219.
That's number 3.
Huh.
So we get 937.
Not-
I got 900.
937 is my answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got 937.
Yeah, that is right.
That's Susan's answer now. Yes, Daryl.
But I don't know how that's gonna be too.
What is that? You don't get 6 take away.
I'm trying to figure out what I did wrong.
You sign her on as you if she's, I mean, as long as she's not going to do too much
You don't
stuff.
have to work that way one to that.
Where are we? Number 5?
Number 4.
Oh, okay, number 4. Hey, look at that. There are 5,280 feet in a mile. Notice they don't assume you know that. They tell you that. And John walked 895 feet. How many more feet does he have to go?
889 more.
895.
4,385.
I'm going to ask
4,385.
ask Linda this time. What did you say, Linda?
4,385.
Oh, okay. There were a few different answers floating around, and I wanted to get one clear response.
4,300.
4,385. I agree.
I'm
Number
confused.
5.
Yeah, that's one I'm confused on.
Albertito's family. Hey, here's these kilometers again.
Yeah.
Oh, I like this problem. I like this
Yeah, I know,
problem.
because my answer ain't right, and I see different answers. I'm like, what I do wrong?
Just a second. I want to write this one up here. Albertito's. I'm not going to write the words too long.
It's like the numbers.
Family went. Here's the number. 2,198 kilometers
Right.
in 5 days. They went 843 kilometers.
Oh, I see what I did wrong. That was 2 days.
First 2 days.
1355.
That one.
How many kilometers in last 3 days? Okay. You know what I love about this problem? It's full of numbers that don't matter.
And sure enough, don't. That's what's confusing me. That top number, that 2,198, that matters.
So Tina says this number matters, and I agree.
2.
Because that's how much he already went. He already went that.
And 843.
And 843, that's the only numbers we're using right there.
You got it. The other numbers, what if we just change this problem a little bit? I'm gonna lie here. Let's say they went that far in a week.
Yeah.
And I changed this to say for part of the week. How many kilometers in the other part of the week? There we go. I got rid of those troublesome numbers, right? So we still have the important numbers there. What's the difference between those?
Thousands.
1,250. And one is 800.
1255?
1355.
1355?
Yeah.
Because you know what I did? I subtracted and divided.
That's 5. 5.
Ah, you divided also, so you took an extra step.
Yeah,
Those
I
extra
subtract-
numbers got you.
I took away $1 and then I divided the remainder by 3. And I got 1355.
Wait a minute, I'm lost. How
You
does
divided by 3 and still got 1355?
Yes. Divided,
I subtracted myself.
I subtracted the 843 from the 12.
Yes, I got it.
Oh, you didn't subtract that 843 from, yeah, okay.
Oh, but then your division, you came up with 452 there. So that would be in each per day.
All
But
the
the
numbers
answer
threw
is
me
just
off.
saying how much it was. So you got the answer and then you went and did more.
How much per day?
Per day.
Yeah, I got per day. But my first
Number 6, the last one on that page. 1,255 people on the force.
659.
659 what?
Men.
Man,
Men, well, that's a lot of men. Turn in the page.
I didn't do this.
Wait, what that last one was?
659.
659, right? 659?
59.
Yes, okay.
He had to get that guess.
It's hard to do these in my head. I don't have the answers, I just have the questions. All right. The next page, the style changes for a minute. We're very nice. We're getting a $16 birthday gift with a $20 bill. How much is left?
$4.
$4. Then we bake 2 dozen cookies and your dog eats 10. How many
How
left?
come he had at on the page though?
Where does it say at?
The dog at 10 cookies.
Because that's a typo.
Dog nuts.
But we know he ate.
I'll fix that for the class next semester.
We ate.
So how many are left after the dog?
14.
I had 12.
All he left me
Ten.
alone.
Ah.
I had 12.
10 from 20.
No, because he, look, if we got, let me see.
He left you
He had 2 cookies, he had 2 dozen, 2 dozen is 24. 2 dozen is 24.
He ate 10.
And he ate 10. Take away
Take
10 from 24, it's 14.
That's 14, right?
14.
Oh, you know, I'm looking at the wrong problem. Look, I got the,
This is a neat problem. It's a little one, but it's a neat one because they actually only write one number in there.
yeah.
You actually have to read the words to say
Yeah.
dozen. I know what a dozen is, and it says there's 2 of them, and that means it's 24.
I did 4, 4, 4.
So 14.
I did 24 take away 10.
Oh, so the next one.
What?
If you volunteer 4 hours every day, how many hours would you volunteer on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday?
Wow.
Put
4
together?
times 3
4,
is
4,
12.
4. 12.
4, 4, 12. Yes. And whether you choose 4 times 3, or whether you choose to just add up 4 3 times, you're still getting there.
Yeah.
12.
We're having a party. And apparently, we're able to get roast beef for $8.
I don't know where you at, but I don't know what time this page was in.
And then the cheese and crackers cost more than the roast beef.
I know, right?
Okay. But how much altogether for that?
$31.
$31.
$31. And what's our change from 40?
Zero.
No, it's
$9.
$9.
40 minus 31 is $9.
$9.
Oh, $9.
$9 change.
I get low.
18 sessions. How many will you be here for if you miss 2?
16.
16. All right.
Time to show us how to count our seconds.
We're getting there.
It's not get harder than this. It's not get harder than this.
It's going to get harder, but don't worry.
I'll get ready to say.
This is our little warm-up. I'm going to make it harder by the end of the day today.
Okay.
You're all gonna go home in tears. It's gonna be great. Just kidding about the tears,
I know.
but it will be hard. All right. Hey, next we get to do some multiplication. On the next page it says there are 8 chairs around each table. There are 9 tables.
72.
72.
All right, I gave away the first 2, didn't I?
No, you didn't. 9 times 8 is 72.
72, okay. And on this one, and all of these actually, if you're uncomfortable with multiplying, you could always draw a very, very, very extensive picture. I won't draw the whole thing, but you could draw 9 tables with 8 chairs around them. You could do that over and over and over again. And you could count up all the chairs and come up with 72. It's a long way to do it, but you could. I only drew 2 tables. Okay, number 2, 9. Let's see, what do we have? How many tables?
9,
How many workers at each table?
9,
And how many workers are eating lunch?
18.
81.
81. 81. Because there's 9 tables. You know, wait, let me just add a worker to each one of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Each one of those tables has 9 people on it. That's a lot of people. Number 3. Oh, hey, look, these workers are drinking liters of milk. I don't know what country they're in.
That's a lot of milk.
They could drink liters of soda or quarts of milk. Okay, anyway. How much did they drink in 5 days?
45 liters.
45.
45. Sounds good to me. That's 9 liters per day times 5 days. A bowling league. 4 times each month. How many times do they bowl in 9 months?
36.
Wait a
4
minute, what
times
was that 9 liters?
9 times 5 is 45.
Oh, sorry. I'm losing it.
Down to number 5, we have 9 packages of golf balls. Each package has 6 balls. How many balls together?
54.
54.
Yeah, you're right.
A lot of people have trouble with their 6 times tables. So you don't have to trust your brain on these. 54 is correct, by the way. But I see people write other interesting answers, like 56 and 52, and other interesting things. Last one on that page, a regular baseball game is 9 innings long. If you played 7 regular games, how many innings?
63.
63. One of the last piece of paper. Okay. We have 5 teams with 8 students on each team. How many students in all?
44.
How many?
40.
40. 84. I think you're on a different page. Yes, you skipped 1 page.
Oh, I had it right.
I was on the same page.
Lorraine, your answer is right, but it's to a different problem.
Oh.
Number 2. And
Wait,
this
what
one's
was that?
familiar. 8 times 5 is 40.
Oh, no, mind, go ahead.
Number 2, we have 9 napkins on a table and 9 tables. How many napkins?
81.
9 times 9 is 81.
81 again.
Number 3, the doctor is riding her bicycle 6 kilometers every day. How far does she ride in 9 days?
54.
50.
54? I'd say 9 times 6 again. We did that one recently.
Got it.
Mr. Brown works 7 hours a day. How many hours in 6 days?
42.
6 times 7 is 42. Hey, do you see a pattern here? A lot of multiplication on this page. 8 hot dogs in a package. How many are 9 packages?
72.
Okay, that's important to remember the next time we have an Academy cookout.
72, right?
I doubt how many people will come.
Oh, yeah, I got 70. I'm reading the answer to the bottom.
Suppose you read 8 stories every day. How many stories would you read in 7 days?
56.
56. And then on to the back. We're almost done. Right on schedule. Lorraine, there's 7 dozen radio antennas. How many total?
84.
All right. Number 2, we have 14 CD players. Each one weighs 5 kilograms. How much do they weigh altogether?
70 kilograms.
5 times 14 is 70. Sounds good to me. And again, Are we going to weigh things in kilograms unless we're drug dealers? Probably not. No, the drug dealers measure things in kilos.
Yes, they do.
It's a kilogram. Ella looked at me saying, what? No. Are we going to, are scientists measuring things in kilograms? Yes, scientists are doing that too. For our day-to-day living, we're generally measuring things in pounds and ounces. What's next? Number 3. 2 CD players, and each one costs $49.
98.
98.
And the last one, 36 radios sold last week, and the same number, this week, and the same number last week. How many sold in those 2 weeks?